section of Los Angeles.
He's a charismatic young man who performed about as well as you could in the Olympics, and some think we haven't seen the best of Oscar De La Hoya yet.
Well, he says you put Sugar Ray Leonard and Alexis Arguello together and you have me.
That's a pretty strong combination. You might be right.
But you know, the expectations are built so high, Al. I mean, there's talk of having him fight for the title within 12 months to 18 months, and he's been talking about even a future fight with Julio Cesar Chavez. That's unbelievable.
He'd have to get there pretty quick, because Chavez in a few years will be out of boxing, but I think Oscar De La Hoya has supreme confidence in his own abilities. You know, toward the end of his amateur career, he got to be a much more aggressive fighter, like he'll need to be in the pros.
Take a look at the tail of the tape for this scheduled 6-round bout. Hicks is 28, De La Hoya 19. De La Hoya taller of the two fighters. They weighed in at 133 and a slight reach advantage to Oscar De La Hoya. Hicks is a southpaw. We'll see if that gives Oscar De La Hoya any trouble. Arizona boxing rules in effect for this bout. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. There's a mandatory 8 count, no standing 8. The fighter can be saved by the bell only in the final round, and only the referee can stop the bout. We are set to see Clifford Hicks take on the up-and-coming star Oscar De La Hoya. Michael Buffer will introduce the fighters to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 3 judges for this bout will be Tom Dunleavy, Aaron Kaiser, and Howard Ritchie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the American West Arena here in Phoenix, Arizona, Top Rank Incorporated, in association with Romeo Productions and the King of Beers, Budweiser, present a very special bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the lightweight division. The referee for this contest is Nico Perez. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the green trunks with white trim and weighs an even 133 pounds. He comes to us tonight from Charlotte, North Carolina with an excellent record, 13-6, 6 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobo Hicks. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with red, white, and blue and green trim, weighing 133.5 pounds. From East LA, undefeated as a professional, 1-0 by knockout victory. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the USA's 1992 boxing team gold medalist, Oscar Golden Boy De La Hoya.
You guys already know the rules, okay? I was putting that team fight. Listen to me all the time, right? Okay. Set your hands to go to recording before the bell.
Scheduled for 6. Oscar De La Hoya made $200,000 for his pro debut, going against Lamar Williams, and it went 1 minute and 42 seconds.
200,000, that's about the average for a pro debut, isn't it? Maybe a little bit more, huh?
Hicks out quickly. De La Hoya with the quick hands and the good foot movement.
The thing about Oscar De La Hoya is he became a much more aggressive boxer in his last few amateur fights, doing things like this. And his chin wasn't tested that much as an amateur, mostly because he was more of a boxer, safety-first kind of fighter until toward the end.
He's throwing a lot of punches. Some are getting through. And that left hand lands right on the button. Hicks is seeing stars. Can he get it together?
Are you okay?
He says he wants to continue. I don't believe it'll last much longer. De La Hoya. Good body shots. Hicks is wobbly down from a right hand. The second time.
3, 4, 5.
The count is 6. The count is 8. Hicks will not get up. It's all over. And this one's shorter than the first one.
Well, they're going to be short for a while because Oscar De La Hoya is going to whack out these guys in the beginning pretty darn quickly. And why? Because he's coming out strong, and Sammy's throwing great combinations.
Clifford Hicks knocked down twice, did not get up. Oscar De La Hoya has another bout scheduled January the 3rd in Los Angeles.
Well, is that $1 million smile or what? Maybe it's a $2 million smile.
Well, they've hired Lon Rosen, no relation, Magic Johnson's agent, to handle endorsement contracts, and they say they've got a big soft drink contract in the works.
I'm not surprised.
So we're going to see a lot of Oscar De La Hoya, a rising star. Here comes the first knockdown. Quick left hand. Oh, short, quick. Down goes Hicks. He was up quickly, took the mandatory 8. Watch the right hand here. Straight on the chin. And down goes Hicks, and he did not get up. He took the count on one knee. Same knockdown. Here it is. Straight right hand. Hicks goes down and out for the count. Clifford Hicks is done in a hurry. Let's get the official announcement from ring announcer Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Nico Perez reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute and 15 seconds in round number 1. His second consecutive first round KO, his second consecutive professional victory from East LA, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Terrific start to the career of Oscar De La Hoya, just 19 years old. The plan is to fight once a month, keep him busy. He fought less than 3 weeks ago, November 23rd, in his pro debut at the Great Western Forum in Inglewood. That lasted 1 minute 42 seconds, and here at the America West Arena in Phoenix, this one goes 1 minute and 15 seconds. And the U.S. Olympic champion is on the road as a pro. Terrific hands, great hand speed, good foot movement, and landing with both hands. The short left hand scored 1 knockdown, and the straight right scoring the second one and putting out Clifford Hicks. Al is set with Oscar De La Hoya. Let's go to Al right now.
Thank you, Sam. I am here with Oscar De La Hoya, who made quick, excuse me, Chuck, who made quick work of yet another opponent. Oscar, last time I was with you was over in Barcelona when you won the Olympics. You are off to a blazing start as a pro. I imagine it's all coming together for you as you'd like, because it's not just that you're winning, but you're looking so sharp doing it.
Yes, I feel pretty good. A lot of people say that, winning the gold medal and amateurs coming out of the amateur rankings don't make good pros. And I got a softball here. It's difficult fighting softballs. I wanted to use my right hand because there's a lot of people saying that I don't have a right hand, only left hook. And as you can see, I dropped him with the right hand. And I kind of, made people think, he is powerful with the both hands, left and right. So it's going pretty good for us.
You, when you came into the pros, I know, just before you turned pro, and your last 5, 6 amateur fights, especially in the Olympics, you deliberately got a little bit more aggressive. And you told us all, you said, look, I had a little lull period there where I was coasting, not coasting, but trying to not take any chances, and you got more aggressive. That was a portent, wasn't it, of things to come here in the pros?
Oh, most definitely. In the Olympic Games where, I went to be more cautious, use less power, and a lot of people were saying that I don't have no power, but now during the pros, I know that I'm gonna face a lot of tough opponents, but this is my style, the pro style, and I love pro. I always wanted to fight with those little 8-ounce gloves, no headgear, and it's working good.
Excuse me. Let's take a look at some of the power, Oscar. You can take a peek down here in the monitor and show us you'll take a look at one of the knockdowns. Very impressive.
Yes, I was trying to land combinations on him. He was very difficult because, the softball is a very difficult fighter to fight with.
Actually, we're going to look at the whole round here, so you'll have a good chance to do commentary on your own work and a job that you may have in the near future. Just let me keep this job for a while until you get done with boxing.
Yes, I felt very strong. I knew I was careful with the right hand because he was wide open for it. And that's why I wanted to show with the right hand more. Use a left hook to the body and come back with the right hand. And that's what I did, and it worked.
You were able to get off. You didn't even have to use the jab, actually, as much as you probably would normally use.
It was very difficult because I didn't know what style he was going to come in with. He has a lot of experience with his 13 fights, and he's a state champion, and I give him a lot of credit, but I overpowered him, and I felt very strong.
It's good to know enough about an opponent so you don't underestimate him, isn't it?
Almost definitely. I was studying tapes of him, and he's gone 10 rounds, and this is my second pro fight, and I was looking good. I was trained very well. By Robert, my manager, Steve. especially my father, who, I mean, supports me very much. We're all doing great. Bob,
well, we're going to get him a job at the United Nations after he gets done with boxing. What's next for you now? What's your next fight looking like?
My next fight will be January 3rd. It will be in the Hollywood Palladium. And I believe Frank Pena will be in that. And it's going to be a very good card. I believe it's going to be on pay-per-view, I think.
ESPN.
I'm sorry,
I'll get to do that one. That'll be that little old network that we occasionally do. Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. And you, well, let me turn to Bob Arum here. You mentioned him. You got to be thrilled to have this guy in your state and as a promoter. And he looks like he has all the charisma in the world.
I really think. I mean, you don't want him to get a swelled head, but he's a down-to-earth guy. This will be the biggest fighter of all time, This will be the man that everybody in the country and throughout the world is going to wait to see. I mean, I really predict one of the greatest futures I've ever seen since I've been in boxing.